What's going on, guys? Gonna be playing some Pokemon TCG Live today with my Gouging Fire EX deck. Now, Fire Pokemon lost Magma Basin with rotation, which was a huge card because it would give them a way to accelerate energies. Without it, there really isn't any good acceleration for Fire Pokemon just in general, but there is going to be some Fire support and cool Fire cards coming out in the next couple sets. But there was one card that came out in Journey Together that I've been really wanting to use, and that's this Lilligant with the ability Sunny Day. Attacks used by your grass Pokemon and fire Pokemon do 20 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. Its attack's not very great, and the 2 retreat cost also isn't great, but that ability is pretty cool, and I've been wanting to try to find a way to use it, and I thought it kind of paired well with Gouging Fire EX. Like I said, Gouging Fire did lose Magma Basin, so it doesn't have the energy acceleration, but we do still have Sada, and we do have Crispin, of course, which is pretty decent. And I decided to pair it with Ogerpon because Lilligant boosts grass and fire Pokemon, and Ogerpon's a grass type, and it accelerates energies with its ability Teal Dance. Once during your turn, you may attach a basic grass energy card from your hand to this Pokemon, and then you get to draw a card. With Sada, Crispin, who again accelerates an energy to one Pokemon and then gives you an energy to your hands. You can Sada, of course, accelerate 2 energies to 2 ancient Pokemon, but with Crispin, you can accelerate an energy to your Gouging Fire, attach it with Ogerpon's ability to itself, and then you could energy switch it, again with either Sada or Crispin, to your Gouging Fire, and then you still have your attachment for turn to attack with the Gouging Fire's Blaze Blitz, which does 260 damage turn 1, which is pretty cool. Lilligant then fixes the mouth where our first attack actually isn't too bad. 60 one-shots some of the little Pokemon, some of the little basic Pokemon, but if we're hitting for 80, we will one-shot pretty much all of the little ones that are, at 70 or 80 HP. And then with our Blaze Blitz attack, we'll be hitting 280, which one-shots Pidgeot. If we have 2 Lilligants, we'll be hitting 300, which would one-shot Duraludon, I guess, or Archaludon. But the main thing is, in conjunction with the Stadium, Gravity Mountain, stage 2 Pokemon get minus 30 HP. So something like Dragapult would, instead of having 320, it would have 290. Then we would one-shot it with Blaze Blitz. For Gardevoir only has 310. So with Gravity Mountain, it has 280. So with 1 Lilligant, Gouging Fire can one-shot Gardevoir EX. And then a lot of the other stage 2s, fortunately, are weak to grass, so we don't even need to one-shot a lot of the other ones, like Grimmsnarl EX or Charizard EX. I believe Mamoswine EX, maybe too. There's probably some other ones Ogerpon can help with, and then Gouging Fire can hit a lot of the other ones. And then obviously we can one-shot big basics. That's the idea of the deck. If it wasn't for Lilligant, I wouldn't have been wanting to try this, but this is the last card from Journey Together I was really excited about and wanted to try out. And I think this is probably the best way I had come up to use it and actually have the little damage boost that it gives be impactful. So let's go over the deck real quick, and then we'll get into the games. Lilligant in a turbo deck like this does feel a little awkward, but I think it's worked in the games I've tested. I did have 3-3 and I'm going down to 2-2. I think it's better just because you don't really want to draw into it until you really need it, and we're trying to be fast at the same time. So 2-2, and then we have a Super Rod to recycle the Lilligant or Petilil, since if they get discarded, we have no way to get them back otherwise. Like I said, at most you need 2. Against Gardevoir, you need 1, and then against other decks, you may not need it at all, or maybe you just need 1. It is nice, again, to make the Heat Blast be able to one-shot little Pokemon, or something like a Bravery Charmed Iron Hands. We can then one-shot it with the 280. Then we have the 3 Ogerpon and then the 3 Gouging Fire. Could run 4-4, but 3-3 is nice and space is a little tight. Then we have 1 Baby Gouging Fire. This guy's pretty nice just as a single prize attacker. Could make the prize exchange go in our favor because we're putting a 1 prizer in the active. Being able to one-shot Budu or just attack for a single energy is nice. And then its second attack, same energy cost as the Gouging Fire EX is, but we do 100 for 3, or we can do 170 if our opponent has taken 2 prize cards already. So kind of nice. Unfortunately, 170 isn't one-shotting Mew. It's one-shotting Squawk. If it's hitting something for weakness, it's probably one-shotting it, but I don't think there's a whole lot of relevant things weak to Fire. I guess Zacian EX, but Archaludon, removes its steel weakness. But it's just a nice single prize attacker, I think, and it's an ancient Pokemon to accelerate energies with Sada. Then for the support Pokemon, we've got, in order of kind of the more important ones, we've got Fez to draw us cards after guys get knocked out. Also could attack with Fez, and we have ways to accelerate energies to all of our Pokemon with Crispin. And then we have the one Squawk to help us to get through the deck. Great to get set up. If I did have room, a second Squawk would be nice, but because space is tight, we have a Mew instead of a second Squawk, which is nice later in the game. Can refill our hand with the restart. Could attack with Genome Hacking as well, but Mew is better later, and then obviously Squawk is good right at the beginning. Then Latias is nice for free retreat since our Gouging Fires have 2 retreat cost, and we can't attack back to back with a Blaze Blitz, so if we have another Gouging Fire EX on the bench, we can retreat into a Latias without losing all of our energies. You could maybe not run the Latias. I could see not running it since most of the time your thing's getting knocked out or it's taking a big hit. So you're maybe not going to want to attack with it a second time anyways, or not going to have the option to. So I could see not having Latias and trying some other things. But then we have one Iron Bundle because we are playing Sada for supporter for a turn, or Crispin. A lot of the time it's going to be difficult to gust. So Iron Bundle lets us kind of have a gust effect without preventing us from playing a supporter. Then we got a bunch of ball searching cards, nest balls, four ultra balls as well. Buddy Poffin, I was trying out when I was running also like 3 Petilil, 3 Lilligants, but most of the time ultra balls is better. If you only draw one Pokemon searching card and it's Buddy Poffin in your first turn, you'd much rather have an ultra ball to get Squawk and dig through your deck. As nice as it is to set up the Petilils early, you need to get like your Gouging Fires, Ogerpons, other things down. So we can search for Petilil and the Lilligant off of ultra ball and nest ball still. What is happening? Then we have the 4 Earthen Vessel, gets us energies in the discard pile as well. And we got 4 energy switch. Again, the combo basically is with Sada or Crispin. Sada attaches 2 energies to our ancient Pokemon, draws his cards. Much better as a supporter because it draws his cards. But Crispin attaches an energy and then puts 1 into our hands. Being able to attach 2 with Sada just works with energy switch. You attach 2 to ancient Pokemon, energy switch to the one you're going to attack with, and then attach for turn, and that's 3 energies. With Crispin, it kind of works the same way. As long as you have Ogerpon, you attach a fire energy to your Gouging Fire, add the grass energy to your hands, accelerate it with Ogerpon's ability. Then you just need to have another fire energy in hands and energy switch, and you can attack with a Gouging Fire still. Pretty cool that both work the same way. It's just that Crispin doesn't draw his cards, so it's worse than Sada in that way. Also, once we get the energies out of our deck, Crispin doesn't do anything since you need to have energies in your deck. So that's why we have 4 energy switch, so we can get those attacks. We got 4 Poke Gears to find our supporters. Then for our ace spec, I'm going with Prime Catcher. I was trying Secret Box and did have some tools in here, but a lot of the times the tools weren't necessary. And in order to get the deck to function and not just draw into cards that we don't need, like for example, our Gravity Mountains are nice, but we don't need it until we need it. And our Secret Box was able to find us our supporter, but that's all we really needed it for. So Prime Catcher lets us have a gust effect without taking up our supporter. It's pretty versatile. And then we can free up space to not run tools in here that are kind of bricks that aren't necessary a lot of the time. And I think it pairs well with just the trying to be aggressive, get KOs, and win a game as fast as possible kind of play style with Gouging Fire and its Blaze Blitz attack. Then we got the 1 Super Rod, like I said, to recycle the Petilils and Lilligants. We got the 2 Gravity Mountain. I want to have 2 so we can actually find it. And it's pretty important, and really, like, we really need it when we need it. So I think 2 is good. And then we got the 4 Sadas. Goes without saying. I don't think we need Pal Pad, but Pal Pad could also be nice. I was trying 4 Crispin at one point, but I think 3 is really all you need. Maybe 2 even would be fine, but it's pretty important to have a supporter to accelerate energies. And sometimes I was finding like Poke Gears are just whiffing. So to have as many of these as we can without having it be just a dead card later on, I think 3 is fine. And then 1 boss, like I said, we're trying to play Sada or Crispin most of the time. So you're not going to even be able to play the boss, even if you wanted to. But I think having 1 is nice. And then we basically have 3 gust effects with Bundle, Prime, and Boss. Then we got 6 Grass, 6 Fire. Could maybe go down on a Fire. The Grass, I think, are nice to be able to have the energy switch combo and acceleration with Ogerpon. And I haven't found having 2 little Fire energies, only having 6. But that's the deck. I'm pretty excited about it. Hopefully we can get Lilligant to fix the math for Gouging Fire. Let's hop into the games. All right, we got one. Let's see. It'd be pretty cool to pull off the turn 1 attack. Lilligant doesn't make a difference to, pulling off the turn 1 attack, but if we're able to pull it off, it's still pretty cool. And obviously, hopefully we could make use of Lilligant's ability to boost our attack a little bit. Our opponents, are they choosing first or second? We'd much rather go second because we can attack. But if we go first, it's not too big of a deal. Maybe we can get a Petilil down. All right, let's see. Play some item cards. get prepared to get buddied, potentially. Ooh, not bad. I think we just throw this guy in the active. We'll bench the Petilil. Actually, I have a Sada and a Vessel. Nice. We'll discard. Let's see what we're up against. All right, we don't know. Maybe this could be Joltik Box. Whoa, and an Ogerpon? Dang, okay. Well, I think let's use Ogerpon's ability. We don't mind drawing an energy, so let's not play the Vessel yet. See what we got. Another fire. That's nice to discard. So now we'll discard that. And we will get another grass. Honestly, we could just get 2 grass because we'll Sada and then we'll attach the fire. So then we have more energies to accelerate with Ogerpon. So we'll put the fire on this guy. I don't think we need to play the Pokegear now since we already have the Sada. And I'd say that's a pretty good turn. Obviously didn't need Squawk because our hand was pretty awesome. So much rather have... Okay. Are we up against freaking Raging Bolt, man? It's pretty difficult to beat it because they can one-shot everything and they can chain attacks much easier, but... And if they don't leave a 2-prizer in the active, like, it's not great, but... Or is it Terrabox? I'm surprised they chose second with Fan Rotom. I think people usually go like first with it, but... I mean, at least Fez in the active. All right, what deck is this? Okay, still could be either. I think Terrabox runs Teal Mask Ogerpon too. Did they get a knockdown with the last? Okay, they do have a knockdown in hands. Are they gonna retreat Fez? Otherwise it's dead. We only have 1 energy in the discard, which is fine because we don't have another guy to accelerate with Sada, but obviously we could get a second one. That would be nice. But I don't think there's anything. Wow. This is fine with me. This is pretty freaking fine with me. Well, I think let's go for this. Maybe we get an Ultra Ball off of this. And then we could accelerate to 2 different ancient Pokemon. Nope. All right, we will... Sada. All right, we got the Prime Catcher. Don't think we need that right now. Yeah, I think we'll hold on to that. Actually, we'll definitely need that next turn, right? So then we can attack again with this guy. I think let's... Do we put a fire on him or a grass? And do we want to put an Ogerpon down with some more energies? Yeah, I think so. I think get some more energies on the board. Draw another card. Still wait to attach to the Gouging Fire. Okay, bundle. That'll be nice. I'm kind of tempted to actually just bench that now in case we'll need it. All right. Well, let's put this on here. We'll save the grass to accelerate with those guys. I don't think we have to worry about Budu. Do I bench the bundle though? They have so many little guys. I don't think bundle's really going to make it so we can gust around anything at this point. So I'm just going to keep it in the hands in case for whatever reason we don't want to play it, you know? If that makes sense, I don't want to have it stuck on our bench. And seemingly this is going pretty good. Get another Sada. We just don't have another ancient Pokemon. And we haven't seen any of our 4 Nest Balls or Ultra Balls. And is our opponent playing Terrabox or are they playing Raging Bolt? Are those are, I guess, what? Terapagos this could technically be Terapagos, but they usually don't play this guy, I don't think. And we killed the Fez, so like they have to get that back. But just a Night Stretcher would solve that. Also, actually, getting this Latias is pretty nice. We can just bench it, then prime. Bench it, retreat, then prime. So, oh, it is Raging Bolt. Frick. Okay. We need a Pokemon searching card. They have no energies in the discard, though. What did they get off of Noctowl? Double Nest Ball. Crispin. Okay, well, yeah, this is how easy it is to freaking KO our Gouging Fires for Raging Bolt. They just need Crispin and then a Grass. Damn. Grass. All right, they must have the other energy in their hands. Okay. That's cool, kind of. Ooh, actually, Baby Gouging Fire can KO this. That is relevant. Yeah, Baby Gouging Fire can KO that. They're using both knockdowns. That's nice. Okay. Yeah, we just really need a ancient Pokemon. Oh, right. What are we getting? Another Ogerpon. Do you not have the other energy, the lightning? I'm surprised we didn't see him get a vessel, but that tells me they have it. Otherwise, they wouldn't have not gotten the vessel. All right, there it is. So I think we put up the Ogerpon with all the energies, I guess. Or maybe we put up the one with the one energy, and we can keep the one with a bunch. We'll just use the single energy one as a pivot. All right. And they keep that one energy on that guy. Okay. It'd be pretty cool to get a KO with the Baby Gouging Fire here. Ball card, please. Vessel. All right. Let's thin out the deck. Discard. Yeah, discard the Squawk. I think we get all the grass. Although we will need a fire. So we actually should probably get both of those. And then we have Fez. We have 3 other ancient guys. We have Mew. Could technically get more Ogerpons also. Sada energy switch. Crispin will also do it. If we draw into one more grass that we can't Crispin. Okay. And now I think I play this to try and thin out a supporter. So we don't draw into it. We better to have a Sada or a boss. I think at this point, we just want more Sadas. We have Prime in hands. And we will use this thing. We did as much thinning as we could. Come on! All right. Please, game. No! All right. Well, we're doing not enough to KO this, unfortunately. At least they don't have a knockdown down, so maybe we can put Bundle in the active and stall for a turn. I could boss their knockdown and try and stall. Boss their knockdown. I'm going to save the energies. I'm going to bench, because we need to be able to draw. I'm going to bench the Bundle. I'm going to boss their knockdown. And we're going to stall for a turn. Oh, I also could save all the energies. I forgot. Do we save all the energies? Bench Latias? I think we want to bench Latias. And, all right, yeah, we're saving the energies because now they're obviously, they're not going to go away when we retreat, since we have free retreats. And, yeah. All right. We're going to get a grass center, or going to be able to draw one extra card with this grass next turn. In case they just leave a single prizer in the active, we have Prime. I think this is actually kind of okay. Them giving us the Fez turn 1 made it so this, like, we're still in the game. If they have just Prime Catcher in their hand, I'm going to be pissed, though. Because we set them up to be able to just Prime Catcher. But they wouldn't have had an issue using it because of Latias anyways, so. Alright, they're just probably going to try and draw into it, though. Okay. Crispening. They have the attack, they just need to find Prime Catcher. Nice thing is Iron Bundle also isn't one-shotted by Fan Rotom. That's kind of cool. But they, oh yeah, they need an energy on Noctowl too. Wait, they can't attack. They can't attack with Raging Bolt. No, if they find Prime, they can. Okay. Yeah. So it's just if they find Prime Catcher. Because Latias doesn't give Noctowl free retreat because it's an evolution. They don't have another Owl down too, which is good. Also, Lilligant would give our Gouging Fire enough damage to one-shot Fan Rotom, which is kind of nice, since sometimes they just, you know, put that in the active. With 2 Lilligants, we could one-shot their Latias with our baby Gouging Fire. We haven't seen a single energy switch yet either, right? Or a ball card. Come on. Okay, that's not it. And we have no grass in the deck, so this is literally is not going to do anything. We're doing 120, 150, 180, 210. We could kill their Ogerpon with our Ogerpon. So, okay, that's all right. God damn it. Well, actually, yeah, we even do. Wait a second. Can we one shot this guy now? I mean, they're gonna be able to kill us with their Ogerpon though, for sure. But Ogerpon's way easier for us to kill, so we do 120, 150, 180, 210, 230. We're just short. And might as well play Crispin to add a fire energy to our hands. I could play it, so then energy switch. And I think we play this. I could play this so then we can energy switch it, but like we have a bunch of grass energies. I'd rather be able to use them. I think we just go for the prime on this guy. And I think we're doing 230, so we're just short on Raging Bolt. Yeah. But we're getting a KO. And we just need to get one more. We're drawing 2 cards. We have Sada. We need energy switch. Come on, Gouging Fire. Come on. All right. Still haven't seen a ball card, though. But we're bound to get one, though, right? That's what I'm kind of talking about, though, with the Crispins. Like, they're not fantastic now. But we're maxed out on ball cards. Like, I don't know. The Bravery Charm could be good. All right, well, they're just going to get some extra energies in play. Maybe a second Raging Bolt probably would be good for them. Just to have it queued up. Or an Owl. Hopefully they don't Iono me. I think they do play like 1, maybe? I don't know. I think I've seen them play... I've been hand disrupted by the Raging Bolt's Noctowl deck before. Maybe that would have been a reason to play a fire, but... Okay. All right. They can't even KO a Raging Bolt if we, or a Gouging Fire if we... Well, it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant because we would win. But... All right. We're dead. Maybe it's possible that our Ogerpon could KO them, but we need the energies back too. I'll put up Bundle. Mew. All right. I don't think we can get down on cards. Maybe I should have played the fire energy to anticipate that, I guess. We're just totally out of steam right now. This sucks. I mean, and it's honestly just because we're not seeing any ancient Pokemon. We haven't seen... We have 12 cards to find them, and we haven't run into any of them. We've played Boss already. I'm going to bench the Mew. If I played a Fire Energy last turn, I would have 4 cards in my hand. If I played this Fire, I could play the Pokegear. But then I have 2 supporters in my hand still. So... I think I play this. I think I fail it. And hope that they can't KO Iron Bundle. Or I hope that they can't Gust around Iron Bundle. I don't think I want that either, because I want to be able to Mew, if anything. And then we'll play this on Mew. Like, This is embarrassing. I mean, they do need a Sada still. So, that's something. They can't boss. They need Prime Catcher. But Sada draws some cards. This guy getting down finally. They could hit our bench, but now they could stick up a stupid single prize during the active, and then we're going to be in trouble. Unless we get our little Gouging Fire. If we get a little Gouging Fire, we kind of have a... We kind of put them in the same position they're putting us in, so... We're down 4 grass, 5. Okay. Second Raging Bolts. All right, no Owl. Okay, you have the Prime. You played Sada, right? So, all right, they're putting back them. I probably should have just played. I probably should have played the Fire last turn. The turn before this. I didn't ever need 2 in my hand, so yeah, I probably should have just played it. Kind of a weird move to have to play it, but I think it did make sense. Also, now we're going to be in a weird spot if we top deck Ultra Ball, but it is what it is. We're going to have to discard... Well, it doesn't matter. We only need 1 Sada, but then we'll have to discard our only Fire. We can win if we can attack with Mew also. So, whatever. What is this? Yeah, we just went with freaking Mew, man. We do 280, so... this is a Gouging Fire deck. I promise. But, yeah. Didn't hit the board. Lilligant's damage didn't make a difference when we attacked with the Ogerpon, but they didn't find Prime Catcher, and we squeaked it out somehow. I forgot, we actually attacked with Gouging Fire to begin with. So we did have... We did use Gouging Fire, I forgot. But then we just didn't find one after. Also, it did work out that I didn't attach the first Fire because we ended up needing it to attack with the Mew at the ends. Also, I forgot about top decking Ultra Ball. We would still want to have cards in our hand, so... I don't know, it worked out. Lost the coin flip at the mercy of whatever our opponent decides to go. We're going first again. Okay. So we're not going to attack. Maybe get a Petilil down would be cool. Alright. And I think we just put up the Ogerpon. We have Latias. We have Ultra Ball. So we could Squawk. And we're potentially up against Terra Box or Raging Bolts. That's what I'm thinking. I think let's use our ability, get an energy. I think Squawking could be okay because we shouldn't need multiple Lilligans. Yeah. And then we'll get energies in the discard for Sada. Ooh, and a Nest Ball? Can we play that? We can Nest Ball away, or Ultra Ball away, Grass, Lilligans, and Nest Ball, and Energy Switch to a Gouging Fire. And a Squawk in the deck. I think we do want to Squawk because we have no supporter. So we will get Squawk, then we will get Gouging Fire. And there is one more pet. There's one more Lilligant, but we actually prized all of the pet Lils, so cool. We have energies, more energy switches. More energies. Nice. I almost hit done. All right. I'm gonna do that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. I think we're gonna bench Latias. I mean, yeah, I think we bench it. Play this. Well, play the energy switch. Play this. Latias. What else would we want? I mean, maybe no Lilligants, but like we can still get... I mean, we'd only have one more spot if we also bench Fez is the only thing. But the free retreat would be nice to be able to attack like easier and stuff and chain attacks and whatnot. So, okay. Do we get a fire in the discard and then get some more energies out of the deck? I don't know if we're going to be getting Budooed. We could get a second Gouging Fire down. I don't think we're going to get like Ionode and stuff, right? Just in case we do, I guess. We do want to get that in the discard. We'll get one of each. So then if we can Sada, or we have the energy in the hands, and then the little Gouging Fire could actually be better here. So I think I'm going to wait. Because they have that guy in the active, so. Oh, and actually, dang. If we had Petilil down and Lilligant, little Gouging Fire could knock them out with its second attack without them taking any prizes, but I guess later in the game we can attack with our second attack and KO an Ogerpon, just like in the last one, that was an option. So, all right, it's Raging Bolt. Maybe I should have Nest Balled and put down the put baby Gouging Fire in the active. I probably should have. It's possible that they don't have the attack, but I think they could easily have it. Jamming Tower Judge. Ah. All right, well, we have the fire in the discard, so that's good. We're not getting attacked though. And we have Prime Catcher, but we don't have a fire, man. We could maybe draw into it and then KO their Gouging Fire. That'd be cool. Okay. Well, they were intimidated. Yeah, I think I should have benched the little Gouging Fire to be able to avoid them taking a 2-prize knockout. So yeah, I should have benched the little Gouging Fire. But besides that, it was pretty good. And yeah, they must not have had a good setup, so. All right, we lost a coin flip for the 3rd time in a row. And are we going first for the 3rd time in a row? Please not. Please let me go second. Sir, Laza. Please. Born in 1998, please. Dang it. All right, well, let's get a Petilil. See what we got. Okay. Starting Fez. I've had games like this, and then I start attacking with Fez with a Crispin, but if we're up against a aggressive deck, this isn't a great start. Against a stage 2 deck, it's not too bad. All right, they're playing a bunch of guys. Kind of a stage 2 deck. Well, it's not a stage 2 deck, but it's Frostlass, Monkey Dory with Rockruff and then the Maractus. So I think we're going to start by attaching. Oh, we can attack with Fez next turn. Easy. We go Ogerpon, Energy Switch. And then we're just going to ignore this Maractus and then just ruin their bench. That sounds good to me. I am leaving myself like with nothing, but like we can Ogerpon. Also, Squawk's an easy thing for them to trap and stuff, so I think I would rather not put it down. But I am just excited to use Fez and attack and snipe their stuff, to be honest. So we have a little bit of draw. We at least have, I don't know. Well, whatever. I'm committing to it. I think this will make setting it up a lot harder for them. So, and then we'll actually just put the fire on this, so then we can do another energy acceleration thing with that guy, and we'll use this now. They could Budoo us or whatever. And yeah, we will be attacking with Fez next turn. We are not going to hit anything and without killing it until they get Frostlass up, which is good, or which is the plan. Nice. So like once they put Frostlass down, their Monkey Dory can't survive a hit from Fez. So we're also not going to bench Latias because Maractus is on the board. The Dun. I think we probably kill their... Oh. Well, also we're weak to fighting. And the little Rockruffs can just do a lot of damage with once we have damage counters on on our guy, but this guy's a 2 retreat, so that's good. Oh, and they don't get down. That's not Frostlass, I guess. So what did I think we sniped a Dunsparce, or Dunsparce. Get rid of their draw. All right, let's accelerate in energy. Do we want to do anything else first? I don't think so. Just want to see a ball card, I think. Petilil. It would make it so Gouging Fire could knock out stuff a little easier. It's a trappable Pokemon, though. But Gouging Fire can then knock out all of these with its first attack. I don't hate it. Kind of want to put it down. And then I guess we will Crispin. Just to get more energies on the board, or do we even not even need to do that? I think we could Crispin, get a grass, add a fire to our hand, or play the fire on the Petilil. I wish we had more guys to put energies on, though. I could boss and force them to retreat this, but you know what? All right, let's Crispin, get one of each, put the grass in the hands. I want to still have a fire in our hand, so I think this is fine. Then we have the grass for next turn. We have the fire in our hand, I guess, to draw. And I don't think I'm going to play Energy Switch. I don't want to bench any of this stuff. And we're just going to snipe the Dunsparce. So now they have to retreat this. Nice, Ultra Ball. And they have to get an extra energy on the Rockruff. So they can't attack with this, I don't think. I think we would be dead too, because I do 40 plus. Oh, that's cool. Plus 40 more or something. So this will make them be placing extra, even more damage counters. Sada bypasses this though. They fail the Nest Ball. And the Dunsparce EX comes down. Well, Gouging Fire kills that with a Lilligant in play. So that's good. Nice. Speaking of Lilligant, there it is. I think we have no energy in the discard, so I kind of want to Ultra Ball first, but we have no ancient Pokemon anyway, so we're just gonna do the one. Or we're gonna do this first. Okay, then we will. Oh yeah, that spreads damage. Then we're gonna Ultra Ball away the one fire and Mew, I think. I think we might want to keep Latias around so we can attack back to back. And then we'll get a Gouging Fire EX. Or actually, little Gouging Fire would be enough. But I kind of want to get the big one going. So. And then we can use the little one like later, possibly. I guess we don't have to bench it yet. Let's see if we get Sada. All right, well, we don't get anything, so. Yeah, and I don't know, they could Iono. So I'll play that. Hopefully they don't trap it. And you know what? I'm going to bench this too. We're going to play the fire. Take a little bit of damage. And we're going to snipe one of these now. Cool, we get another one. Nice. Yeah, attacking with Fez against evolution decks is super annoying. Especially when they have something like Maractus or Budu in the active that's just like trying to disrupt us. Fez kind of puts us in a better position, I think, than they end up being. And Maractus is even better for us now because like we're still able to play the items. And if we can keep getting rid of the rock roughs, like, we won't have to worry about them. And actually, well, Monkey Dory can fix this, but even if we just hit a rock ruff, after it's evolved into Lycanroc, I think they can't attach for a card to their hands because it'll kill their own guy. But they could Monkey Dory their damage, but they haven't seen a dark yet. So yeah, kind of crippling their setup. They haven't been able to use the Dunsparce to draw. They evolved this guy to protect it, which I get that. And we're playing a bunch of EXs, so it'll actually be decent as an attacker. I really hope that they don't Gust and Trap. Wow. All right, they might have left, but... Whoa, I should have waited. Wait, I think we only had one anyways. Okay, that's fine. Do we want to play anything else? Honestly, no, I don't think so. I think we're good. We discarded Mew. Don't need a second Gouging Fire. Could play Energy Switch, but I kind of want to hold on to those. So, yep, I think we just snipe. And we might just win because Fez is super annoying against these evolving decks that... or whatever. And I don't even think we used Crispin. We used Energy... oh, no. Yeah, we used Energy Switch to get the turn 2 attack. And we have the Gouging Fire to KO their Dunsparce. That'll be awesome. All right, yeah, they didn't do anything on their turn. I'm gonna just cut out the waiting time. Let's try and thin out the deck, get a boss, just for funsies. We'll get rid of I don't think we'll need the rod. We'll get this, then we'll play the Earthen Vessel. Actually, I don't even know if the boss is in the deck, but I think it might be. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. And we have Prime Catcher too. I shouldn't have gotten Double Grass, but I guess we'll do one more of this. Give us a better odds. Oh, there's a boss. Sweet. And playing Latias would make it so they could just infinite stall something. Unless we find your Prime. So I'd rather just retreat. We'll discard the fire. Do that. Do that. We have the Energy Switch still. We're taking more damage, but they have no Lycanrocs in play. And we get to knock them out for 280. I know they're not here, but I mean, something else that we can do with the deck with a Lilligant, which is pretty cool. I think the game will end on their next turn, so I'll cut out the time again. Let's go. Also, they could be playing on mobile and their game just broke. I played a decent amount of games on mobile myself, and it happens. Well, that was a pretty good one. Hopefully we can hit a stage 2 deck in this next one, though. Got 2 Raging Bolts and Lycanroc, Maractus, Monkey Dory. I'm guessing they had Frostlass, but I don't know. They had the Dunsparce as well. That'd be a lot to fit. All right. What do they call? Come on, let me go first. I mean, second, not first. I'm guessing that last person's game broke and they were on mobile. Because that happens like most of the time to me. Let's go! Seconds. Like, that's the only time my game really has a problem. I'm not able to click a card, or the timer just keeps rolling. Ooh, not bad. Fire in hand. Crispin, we just need an Energy Switch. Yeah, we put this guy up there. Oh, nice. Yeah, we can just kill this. It's got to be Joltik Box, maybe, right? Or maybe Raging Bolt. But yeah, my game breaks with on mobile pretty much only. Oh, it's Gardevoir. Let's go! Stage 2 time! All right, so we can get one Petilil down. They should definitely not leave this in the active. Forcing us to Blaze Blitz them is kind of not great, but like they could just retreat. I mean, it would make sense for them to retreat, to not leave a 2-prizer, but we just need Energy Switch. Oh, they're gonna try and hit us with Blaze Blitz first. Ooh. We could Squawk to try and get the knockout on this. But we would need a couple things still. I don't think there's any one card or one Pokemon. I mean, it's just Squawk. I mean, a Petilil would be nice, though. We also have Boss in hand already. I kind of would rather Crispin. I mean, and then we can always hit them with Heat Blast. We could get, and then we can get a Petilil set up. Getting the Petilil set up right away is important, so... We'll Nest Ball to see what's in the deck, I guess, to see if Squawk's even an option. It is. But I'd rather get this. We have Boss in hand and Crispin. We have enough energies to attack. Maybe not this turn, but next turn for sure with Blaze Blitz. And... yeah, I think this is okay. Then we will go Crispin. Fire Grass. Grass in hands. Fire on the Gouging Fire. If we draw Energy Switch, that would be amazing. Oh! Let's go! See you, Mew. Pretty good. I don't think we need to bench a second Ogerpon yet. And we are killing their 80 HP guys with routes next turn. Or with Lilligant next turn. Dang, that was awesome. We have Gravity Mountain. We don't really want to play that yet. We are going to probably want to put Latias down, though, now. So that we could retreat this Gouging Fire for free at some point. Dang, that was so cool. Are they going to play the Mew again? That doesn't seem right. I mean, they Night Stretched it already, but I guess maybe they have absolutely nothing. Okay, they have Arven. I mean, they did go first, so I mean, they weren't able to play supporters, so it's possible they just had routes Mew, and then they didn't want to give up their only routes. That makes sense. And then just had to hope that I didn't get the turn 1 knockout. I don't know how often Gouging Fires that play the Poison package and Dark cards. I don't know. I haven't played it myself. I know the idea of it. I've seen the list. I've played the like Walking Wake kind of Poison a little bit. But I don't know how... I think they more often than not go for like... are they going to Boss or Counter Catcher? Because that resets our guy. That'll be pretty nice. I don't know how often they get the turn 1 attack. I think usually they go for the Poison. Cool. All right, we're going to Ultra Ball away our second Ogerpon and whatever our top deck is, probably. For Latias. Let's go! Gouging Fire Turbo, baby! And they saw the Lilligant. They knew what was coming. They knew we were going to get them with their first attack. Okay, they might not have known what was coming. But Gouging Fire strikes fear into our opponents. I mean, it has. We've been getting some forfeits. Probably, I mean, we've just been getting decent setups, and then our opponents are like, I don't have as good of a setup, or maybe they don't know how to deal with the Gouging Fire. All right, we get to call it. Come on, get us the heads. Come on, little Growlithe coin. Nice. We did go second again. And hopefully we get a decent start. We've been getting pretty good hands. Like, not terrible for sure. Not terrible. We have Ultra Ball. We can Ultra Ball away the grass. A second Ogerpon to get a... I mean, an Earthen Vessel would be really good here. But we wouldn't be able to attack unless we also have, like, Latias. Or maybe even more energies. But we could get the energy in the discard pile to then Sada it, you know? Oh, I played this yesterday. We're up against the Burn deck. Nice. I do like the Burn. Wait, no, it's not. It's the Metacham Oko deck. That's pretty sick, but they don't have a good start. I don't mind playing Squawk, I don't think. I think we're going to send that. And we're going to Ultra Ball away. I think we Ultra Ball away Sada, second Ogerpon, and get I mean, we could also just attack with Gouging. If we just start attacking with the Ogerpon, that would be fine also. But I'm thinking we're gonna Ultra Ball away Sada Ogerpon because I don't think we want the extra cards. I think we'll start with the Teal Dance. And also, like, sodding right now isn't that great. And drawing that's also not that great. If we really want to get a turn 1 attack, it would be best to get Latias right now and then energy switch. Yeah, maybe I should have done that probably. I should have accelerated the energy to a fresh Ogerpon, or the Ogerpon on the bench, but I anticipated getting a Gouging Fire here and then energy switching to it instead. But if we want to just start knocking out their Magmars, it would technically be better to get Latias, retreat, energy switch to a different Ogerpon, then we can use that Ogerpon's ability to get the energy, and then we still have our attachment. We wouldn't need to see another energy switch. If that makes sense. We still have the 4 grass. We have, I think we'll be fine. We got this. We got this. Gonna retreat. Just need to find the grass. And we still have room. And we don't have the attack because we didn't draw any other things, but we have Gouging Fire with a fire. This isn't going to get us anything. I guess it would let Heat Blast knock stuff out. So maybe we do get a Petilil, actually. Kind of sounds cool. Get a Petilil queued up. Get Lilligant, or get Gouging Fire down, put the fire on it. Then we can knock this guy out. And I think I'm going to retreat. I can't retreat. I lied. I don't think they're going to be attacking with this, though. It's going to be Metacham. And I think Metacham has 260. So, I mean, we don't need Lilligant to one-shot the Metacham with Blaze Blitz, but this guy to one-shot it with our first attack. All right, Precious Trolley and then the counter gain. I'm scared. I haven't seen this deck in a long time, but I know the idea of it. Because they can one-shot anything. Like this doesn't do anything. This guy's dead. But they need a lot of pieces. Also, they only have 1 Metatite, so if we can kill it, they're not going to be able to chain attackers. I don't know why they put this thing down, because Gouging Fire doesn't have an ability, so it's just going to get dead. If we get an energy switch or Sada, actually Sada's not going to do it because we aren't going to be able to retreat our energies, but I think we definitely retreat and use our first attack. But if I attach this grass, then we're not going to be able to get an energy potentially next turn. But we can always retreat for free. Hitting this, nah. I'd rather. We're just gonna not use Ogerpon's ability. We're gonna hold on to the grass. If we happen to draw into energies next turn, we can always draw them then. So I'd rather do this. Then we can guarantee knock out 2 Prizer next turn. Yeah, and we have 2 Ogerpons, so even if we draw into an energy, we'll it's not a waste. And the free retreat is definitely worth it, since we can have burn stick and stuff. And that could be a problem. Also, the Metacham, I think it has a 2 energy cost, so they need to be behind on prizes to use counter gain, which they're not right now, so they couldn't attack with the Metacham. Or they need to have an energy on it already. Alright, let's read it. Or they're gonna play it, okay. So it does put damage counters on your opponent's active Pokemon until this remaining HP is 50. So they need 1 Magmortar. Oh, they need this for Area 0. Okay. Are they gonna at least retreat now? Because they gotta realize they're dead if they stay. Ooh, that's a little scary. So they have the Medicham queued up. Hopefully burn wears off at the very least. Because then we won't die. Because they'll have to get another Volcanion. Well, this will also cover it, so they can just leave this in the active and then we can't kill. Alright, well it wears off, right? Okay. Well, maybe is Mew in the deck? We could Nest Ball for Mew. And then Pokegear. I kind of like this stadium, but yeah, I think it's fine. We'll Nest Ball for Mew. Or we could get the Lil Gouge. Hyper Blower is not going to matter. Yeah, then we get a Mew. We're going to... We don't even need our first attack here, or second attack, so we're going to accelerate the energies with this. Then we're going to Mew. Maybe I'd Pokegear first, see if we get anything. Okay, Crispin. It's not bad. What is this? Second attack. Oh, dang. Man, if Yoga Kick, if it didn't say not affected by weakness or resistance, Mew could KO them. Well, Crispin's not bad, but I'd much rather... I mean, we don't even have a Sada, though, so... Or we can't play Sada. I mean, is Volcanion dead? Okay, we could KO Volcanion with Mew. All right, I'm a Crispin. We can draw an extra card this way. We'll put the fire on Mew. And then we can, yeah, we get to draw an extra card with the grass. Okay, and then we have Boss. Draw one. Vessel. Okay. So now we can attack with Ogerpon and kill this instead, and then we can save Gouging Fire to kill this guy. I'd rather do that. Discard this. I think we get all the grass out of the deck. How many Crispins have we used already? One, so now Crispin will be dead. But I think that's okay. And we actually want energies to go in the discard pile. So then Sadas will be live. And then we'll protect our Gouging Fire this way. So let's do this. I guess I could do Counter Catcher, which would be annoying, but it's possible with an energy switch that we could KO this anyways, I think. Because our Ogerpon is what is going to be doing two. We've done the math already. I think we do 230 with a Lilligant in play, and then we just need one more energy to KO their Medicham with Ogerpon if they don't kill it. If they chase down our Gouging Fire. Dang! I liked our hands, but two more cards is nice. Sada, Little Gouging Fire, Stadium Bump. Oh, and they needed Magmortar anyways. Okay, another Meditite. I think we are gonna bump the stadium. We'll get rid of Squawk. Let's see. Let's see what they go after. Yeah, I forgot they needed to make Magmortar actually, because this puts us to 50. But I think it made sense to do what we did to leave this guy in the active. So I'm guessing they're digging for a Counter Catcher. Okay. Cool. Oh, and Fez actually is not going to be good in this game. So we don't need room for Fez. Something to note. I think let's get... I could see not needing... What did we get? Ultra Ball? Was that our top deck? I could see not needing Lilligant in this game. I mean, we're only going to need to get rid of one thing, but if I want, I could get rid of multiple things by benching multiple guys. I think we can Ultra Ball away Crispin and... Because Crispin's dead and something. And then we can bump Squawk. We probably keep the Lilligant. We'll get rid of Ultra Ball Crispin. For another Gouge. Unless we want to get the little one now. I don't think so. I think we want another one of these. We'll bench this. Then we will play the stadium. And we'll get rid of our Squawk and force them to get rid of some stuff. Oh yeah, I was also looking at their bench thinking like, would this hurt them? And I forgot to finish that thought. But I think it does because... I guess, I don't know, they just get rid of this. And then Ogerpon, because their stadium's gone. Then they get to keep the Metatite. Yep. We'll get rid of that. But still, I think it's worth. And then we will Mew. That's pretty nice to have for next turn. Sada. Boom, boom. All right. Now, how many energy switch are we down? Still just 2. And we did see 2 more in the deck. Now I think we just attack. Don't need to play anything else. Having Mew down is good, actually, to draw. Since our Fez, we're never going to be able to Fez, so. Yep, we just go for the Blaze Blitz. Technically, though, we are behind. Because they got the first 2 prize knockout. So we kind of have to hope that they whiff at some point. Super Rod's kind of nice. Not that we have excess energies in the discard pile, but... Alright, they have the KO. So we do need energy switch this turn. Crisp. Oh, yeah. I forgot they needed that, too. I think they're going to whiff, though. I think they're going to whiff. Lilligant's damaged isn't making it so we can one-shot Medicham, but it would make it that we can one-shot the Little Magmortars with our first attack. It's just, we're not needing to. Okay, another stadium bump. Oh, they need to get another teardown, though, so that just gives us more bench. Oh, okay. They got it. Okay. We could bench another Petilil and then try to gouge this or this with a little Gouging Fire for game. Or to just put up a 1-prizer. And getting another Metatite down. Surprised we haven't seen like... Well, I guess Poffins aren't as good because... I don't know why you're getting that. I don't think you need that. I think you need another Metatite. We also can attack with this with a Crispin. No, we need a Fire Energy in our hands. Okay. Yeah, and because this Yoga Kick has the secondary effect, ignores weakness and resistance, we don't get to kill him with Mew. Okay, do I thin out anything? I can Ultra Ball away Fez and Gouging Fire, because I don't know if we'll need to, but we might need to. I could Ultra Ball away the Petilil if we're not going to try and use this. Wait, I think the... You know what? I'm going to do it. We're going to Ultra Ball away this and this. I think it's worth it to play our hand down to maybe Mew. We'll get the... I want to get Lilligant, but I also want to be able to play our hand down. So we can play down all of these cards now. And then maybe draw into stuff. So I think let's do that. Technically, though, we're not going to be able to draw any cards until we play the Pokegear. So I think we just Pokegear. Hope we see Sada. We see Sada. Nice. Now I can play this. I can play this. I'm still not going to be able to Mew. So we do this. We get the fire. The fire, we need an energy switch. We whiff the energy switch. Oh, wait, no, we don't need an energy switch. We just needed to draw the energy. So that works. And then we have game. We have game with Baby Gouging Fire next turn. We just need another energy or energy switch or something. So we will put this here. Treat. I think I can bench this just to get out of the hands. And then I can play Lilligant. And then we just need energy boss, energy switch in order to win. So do I super rod anything? No. Oh wait, no, Bundle will make it so we would KO everything with Gouging Fire. As long as they don't have 2 meta champs. So we don't even need boss. We can win with Crispin. Yeah, we win with Crispin. Do we have fires left in the deck? I don't know. So I think I'll wait. I think I'll wait on Super Rod, because if they kill this Gouging Fire, then we'll Super Rod the energies in. Crispin and then bundle for game. Because we would KO everything. And they don't have another meta champ set up. So this Gouging Fire actually shouldn't die. I think we win. And we're going to maybe be able to attack with a little Gouging Fire. It's pretty cool. Lilligant could get trapped, and that could buy him a turn, but they don't seem to be going for that. I guess they could Salvatore, but they can't. No, they could attack. Salvatore, energy, counter gain. I don't think they have Salvatore, though. That's kind of a really niche card that I don't think that we're going to see here. And if they don't KO us, I think we actually, yeah, they are not going to KO us, so we actually might. They don't, I don't know. Maybe I should have played the Super Rod, Nest Ball. We just need to not give them 2 prizes, so we could put this guy up there, hit for 50. I also didn't want to put all the energies back because then we can't play Sada. I don't know if we have another one, but all right. I like their deck. This is really cool. I think I saw it like once or a couple times, like earlier when Volcanion was new, when the set had just come out, but it didn't do as much. It didn't function as well. Also, now they do have something that can survive a hit from little Gouging Fire with this Volcanion. Ooh, Vessel. We do need that. Well, actually, no, we can still just bundle. I think we can still win. We just need well, no, we don't have the other. We don't have the Petilil Lilligant. Well, let's do this. We can accelerate 1. And we need the Lilligant anyways, so. And then we obviously don't want to have this in the active, so we're going to play this. Draw a card. A Vessel. I think I had another fire in the deck, but I can't remember. We could it could be our last prize. I don't think it is. Hopefully this isn't a mistake. There it is. Okay, good. Now we can draw 3 cards with Mew. Come on. Energy switch, Crispin. I think I hit them with the bundle and see what they send up. Because we could even win with Ogerpon. I don't know. It could be better to save the bundle. Because this guy's only doing 190 right now. But we'll be able to kill anything we want with Gouging Fire next turn anyways. So I think we do the bundle. And if they misplay, we win. If they don't misplay, they need to send up one of their 2 10 HP guys. If they don't do that, we win with this Gouging Fire. We only need 1 prize, so we don't have to knock out a 2 prizer. We win. Retreat. Little Gouge for game. Let's go. Hit him for the 190. Nice. Yeah, they just had to put up one of these things, but I don't know what I'm getting mixed up with how I attached energies that turn. Maybe they didn't. Maybe I needed energy switch to get that, so they didn't expect that. But we squeaked it out again, and their deck was awesome. All right, well, I think we'll call it with that one. I think it's been a good amount of time. We didn't run into more than, we only ran into 1 stage 2 deck. It was the Routes Mew matchup where we had donked the Mew and then they just kind of scooped it up because we had a pretty intimidating turn 1. But we had pretty good games overall. We ran into the Raging Bolts and played pretty well. 1 forfeit, but then the one where they just never found the Prime Catcher or Gust, I think is what it was. We just kind of kept stalling with a 1 prizer in the active. And then that Metacham matchup was really cool. We got to close it out with the Baby Gouging Fire. And yeah, overall the deck functioned pretty well. We were able to get the Lilligants down semi-consistently. I don't think we ever got 2 down, but we did get 1, which is enough against pretty much most of the decks besides Dragapult. And yeah, our Gravity Mountain didn't come into play again because we didn't actually run into a deck that evolved. If the Routes player played it out, but they could have had nothing, so I don't blame them. But that is the Lil Gouge or Gouging Fire EX deck. Pretty excited that we got to use this Lilligant finally. And I'm really excited for the new cards to be coming out. So I'm glad to kind of have the last card that I wanted to try out from the Journey Together set done. So now when the new set comes out, I can try and do more make decks with the new cards. But I also sometimes I'm just like interested in a card and I'll probably just want to make a deck around it that's old, just like this one with the Gouging Fire. It's not a new card, but it was still pretty fun to play it with this different way to play it. So if you're interested in trying out the deck, there'll be a thing to copy and paste in the description, and that'll be it. Thank you for hanging out. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.